Hello. Welcome to Astronomy on Tap. It is our 6-year anniversary. My name is Rebecca Larson. I am a graduate student at the University of Texas at Austin, and we're doing something a little bit different for you tonight. So we just wanted to make a special announcement, and we have a lot of our people here for you tonight as well. So Michaela.
So in honor of our anniversary this month, we're switching up our show a little bit. The method in which we bring you awesome astronomy. This month, we're trying out a new thing. We're going to, over the course of the month, we're halfway through, but for the next 2 weeks or so, we're going to periodically be dropping short videos about astronomy on our YouTube channel. And they're going to feature not just the speakers that we have, not just our awesome news hosts, and not just Rebecca and I, but the whole team who work every month behind the scenes to bring you the AoTATX show. And so this week we wanted to bring our whole team on camera so you get to see their faces and get to meet them and really know who is behind the awesome shows we bring you every month. So let's get everybody to join us with your videos.
It's more than just a handful of us that you see on camera every month. So we wanted to bring all of the faces of Astronomy on Tap to you. So I don't know what order anyone really wants to go in, but I believe you've seen Jacky before, so we can start with Jacky.
Don't do this to me.
You've got the Bucky's outfit on, so
yeah, you're right. What's up? It's Bucky's time. This is in honor of me no longer living in Texas, but just temporarily because Rona took that away from us too. Okay, hi everybody. I'm Jacky. I think you know me, but just in case you don't, I am a 5th-year grad student at UT Austin, currently working remotely as we all are. Let's see. What would you like to know about me? So I love to do the news, and that's really my passion in astronomy, is bringing it to users around the world, because sometimes when you are staring at data sets very intensely all day, it is easy to forget why we love astronomy, because it's easy to remember that all I have right now is a headache, but that's not that's not why we do this. We do astronomy because it's really exciting, and then it's sort of this like primal urge to understand like what's up in the sky and where do we come from and all kinds of things like that. And so I really love to share what I know, which is a teeny tiny little fraction of things that you could know about the universe, but what I do know, I love to share with you. Okay, so enough of that. Let's see. So I am maybe 2 years away from publishing my dissertation, which will be a radio analysis of the high redshift universe, basically looking at clusters of galaxies at their earliest period of formation. As you probably know, if you are a longtime AOT viewer, I really love radio astronomy and radio telescopes in general. And so I'm using a whole suite of them: the Very Large Array, the Atacama Large Millimeter Array, the Australian Telescope Compact Array. Really, if it's a dish, I'll use it to look at gas and dust in the early universe and how this affects how galaxies build up their stars and how they merge together and group up and make little galaxy friends over cosmic time. So that's what I do. And at some point, Danny and I are going to drop our little news video, and you will get to learn all about what we have in store for you in terms of bringing you fun social media influencer content with the Astronomy on Tap flavor. So I think I'm done.
Way to set the bar quite high. Cool. Well, speaking of astronomy in the news, Danny, do you want to say some words?
Sure. Yeah. I don't know if I'll be as eloquent as Jacky was. But yeah, right. I mean, you all should know me. I'm Danny Krolikowski. I am also half of the news team. I am now halfway through my 5th year here. Well, I'm in New York, but back at UT as an astronomy PhD student, which is absolutely wild. And I've been involved in AOT to varying extents for a few years now. and just over a year now with the news, which is very exciting. For my kind of research stuff, I study young stars and young exoplanets. So I'm really interested in kind of understanding how groups of young stars and young planets form and evolve together. And kind of in particular, I'm interested in, can't quite get to this question yet, but, how does a habitable planetary system form, right? Because I'd say you can kind of split astronomers into two camps. There's the kind that just want to know like why the universe is, and then there's the kind that want to know aliens, and I'm the alien kind. So even though I don't directly do things that involve aliens, that's probably the reason why I'm here. And that kind of ties back to why I love doing astronomy on tap and astronomy in the news in particular, is because like Jacky was saying, you can very easily kind of lose sight of the larger picture when you're doing your research on one very narrow topic. And so kind of going through all the news stories and reading about things outside of my specific field kind of remind me of all of the really cool, interesting stuff that's happening, in particular in planetary science, and in particular on icy moons, as all of you know that I am obsessed with. Rip phosphine on Venus maybe, but that's besides the point. So yeah, I guess that's everything I have to say.
Awesome. Well, we have a few people who are not normally on camera, but are very much involved in all of our shows. And so I think first I have Drea. Do you want to say hi?
Yeah. I had a feeling you were going to call on me next, just because we're a Foreo. So
We kind of are.
Is that what it's called, a Foreo?
I've never heard that before, but I just
it up.
That tracks.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. I'm Drea Carrillo. I'm a 5th-year grad student. Oh, this is so weird. It's not lighted. And I usually work in the background. I'm one of the moderators for our YouTube show. So I look at the comments and see if there are questions and then pass it along to the speakers. But before all of this online stuff, I was manning the merch table. I really enjoy selling people stuff and convincing them. I remember
she's very good at it.
I remember one time I was so close to finishing, like selling like a box of pint glasses, but we had like 1 or 2 left. But I just derived joy from that. But aside from deriving joy from selling stuff, I also just love doing outreach. So that's why I'm involved in AOT. So I like doing outreach for like young kids and old kids or adults who like to drink beer, which is astronomy on tap, but also it's for kids who don't drink beers. Anyway, I'm not making any sense right now. But yeah, so I really enjoy that outreach part. And as Jacky and Danny have already alluded to a while ago, like it's so easy for us to just, get bogged down by the details and like, the tedious stuff every day of just like debugging codes and like writing or reading research papers. And it's easy to forget that we know so much, but at the same time, there's so much more to explore. So I really love astronomy in that sense. So my research is on stars in the Milky Way and also in other galaxies. So I use the chemistry of stars as fossil records because they reflect the birth conditions that, it's redundant, they reflect the birth conditions they were born in, whatever. And so I use these stars in the Milky Way and also in other galaxies to kind of have an idea of like the different diverse pathways that galaxies form. So yeah, so that's what I study. What else do I need to say? I think that's it. I just rambled. But yeah, hello. You rarely see me, but I've given some talks before. I've subbed for the news before. It was really nerve-wracking. I'll never do it again.
Yeah, you will.
No.
You do a great job, man. We also have Maddie. Do you want to say hi?
Yeah, hi. I'm Maddie. I'm a third year graduate student at UT, and yeah, and I do for AoT, so like the Twitter, Instagram, Facebook posts promoting the show a lot. And yeah, I also love sharing my passion for astronomy with everybody. And I think Astronomy on Tap is such an awesome way to do it because we get to like share and talk about what we love but also be like really goofy and fun about it. Like I gave a talk about like yelling about why I love stars and why stars are so awesome for 15 minutes, which I never normally get to do because our talks we give to fellow scientists have to be like serious and professional. So it's fun to just like get goofy with the passion for a while. But yeah, and my research is on galactic archaeology. So I study really old stars in our galaxy, and I study their chemical compositions because I'm really stars that force and what they were like, but we can't actually see them, but we can like study a lot of their properties based off the chemistry of the stars and the generation that came after them. So that's why I like do my research and enjoy it. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say.
Maddie is a big part of the reason you know anything is going on with Astronomy on Tap. She wasn't here posting things, so we would not have an internet presence. So thanks, Maddie, for doing all of that hard work. Logan, hello. I'm so excited you're here.
Hello.
Here, whatever.
I'm here.
Here. You want to say hi?
Hi. Hello. I'm really glad to be here too. My name is Logan. I am actually currently in Tucson, Arizona. I am a second year graduate student at the University of Arizona in astronomy. But I came through the University of Texas at Austin and had so much fun being a part of the team of putting on AoTATX for years. I, just like everybody has said, the fun of putting on a show and goofing around with your friends and being silly with things that we like to talk about, which astronomy is a lot of fun. I had a great time working with this team of people who are all wonderful people, and I miss them terribly. And another thing I really liked was interacting with our audience. I liked that we saw the same people month after month, and you got to know people's names, and people would you'd have conversations that span months, and we had such a great audience, and I really appreciated y'all's enthusiasm and joy, and you made it a lot of fun. And so thank you for being such exciting participants in what we're doing here. And you're the reason why we do this. So thank you. Back in the day, I used to run the merch table just like Drea. I like to be silly and push people to buy things that they desperately need, like a goofy t-shirt or a pint glass. And I also made a lot of those intro videos showing the speakers and photoshopping their heads onto various silly characters. And now that I'm in Tucson, I've taken over, I'm one of the co-organizers for Astronomy on Tap in Tucson, which we call Space Drafts. We haven't quite had the online presence that y'all haven't been able to maintain in this time. So we're kind of on hiatus right now. But if you're ever in Tucson post-pandemic times, come and check us out. And my research is, I work with directly image exoplanets, so searching for and characterizing exoplanets around other stars that you can see with a telescope. I do that with an instrument here at the University of Arizona called MAG-AoX, which is an extreme adaptive optics system that cancels out the effects from the atmosphere to try to let us see really high precision and small faint things next to big things like planets next to bright stars. So I think that's all I have to say. So glad to be here. Of all the things, one more thing, of all the things that Rona has taken from us, at least one thing it gave me was that I'm still able to participate in the AoTATX shows, even from afar.
Hell yes. I'm happy about that part of it. In fact, I'm really happy, like you mentioned, that we've been able to maintain our online presence. It's been really important to us for many of the reasons that everyone has stated already, that we continue to share our knowledge of the universe and the things that we're learning and studying and all the cool discoveries that are happening every day in our field with everybody who is interested in learning it. And so thanks to everyone who watches our shows live. We've worked really hard to try to keep the same type of feeling and enthusiasm for astronomy that we did when we had our live shows. And it's been a great blessing to be able to have people who aren't physically located here in Austin be part of our shows, and to have Logan be able to come back and help us out. And you'll see her as Space Drafts on our chat, I believe. And so that's Logan, and I'm pretty sure during most shows Drea is posting as Astronomy on Tap, so if you're wondering who that was. And we've got a cool announcement. We're gonna do something slightly different with Astronomy on Tap. It's our anniversary. We've been doing this for 6 years.
Can I interrupt you?
Oh,
We have a few members of our team who aren't here today.
yeah.
Can we introduce them too before we
We can do that too. Yeah, we'll do that
announcements?
now.
Is that cool?
Yeah. Well, let me find that.
So there were some people who weren't, so the team is even bigger than this. There are people who couldn't make the call today, the show today, but still are very much involved in bringing you the show every month. So we wanted to make sure to highlight them as well.
Yeah. So like Michaela said, there's a lot of people behind the scenes. And so again, even though we added more people to your screen, there's still some that couldn't quite make it to the live show and the announcement. So we wanted to make sure that they also got their acknowledgements, and we put together a little bit of information about them. So if you've been to our shows, you hear us give a shout out to Laura every time, our Star Party Queen. She is the one who records all of our talks. And she's the reason we have a YouTube channel in a roundabout way, because she records all of our shows, so then we can put those up, which we're terribly behind on doing. But Laura does an amazing job. She does a lot of our public outreach here at the University of Texas at Austin. She does the star parties that we host on campus on the roof of our building. And so that's where her nickname comes from. You can find her on Twitter and things like that. She also posts as UT Astronomy sometimes. And so she does solar astronomy. So when we had the eclipse, she also ran the eclipse viewing, the solar eclipse viewing that we had on campus. She does a lot of public outreach things, taking telescopes. If we've ever been to an event where we had a telescope to show you, that's been her involvement. And so we just wanted to give a shout out to Laura. She's going to be doing some really cool videos for us about what you can see in the night sky. So keep an eye out for those in the future. Michaela, do you want to do Taha's?
Sure, I can certainly give it a shot. So Taha is our current, he's taken over for Logan's filling her shoes. Taha is our current intro video maker. So every month when you get the awesome sci-fi movies, TV shows, clips that bring you back to your awesome childhood, that's all thanks to Taha. He is I'm not sure what year grad student he is, but he's a fourth year, thank you, graduate student at UT Austin, and he is interested in dark matter and particle cosmology and large scale structure. So he does a lot of the research that directly affects Rebecca and my interests, but he does it from the other side of the spectrum, from the theory and the modeling and the really understanding the physics behind what we see when we observe. So Taha is an awesome member of our team who unfortunately couldn't be here today, but every time you watch one of the intro videos and they make you laugh or smile or just get really excited about the show, right now, that used to be Logan, and she has passed that off to Taha, and they both did such an amazing job with those videos.
Okay, we also have Sam, or MCMC Hammer. I assume many of you have seen him. He's done some talks, he's done the news segments occasionally, he's always at the merch table, and he also is kind of our accountant. And so I don't know why he didn't include that, but he definitely keeps track of all of the funding that we have and making sure that it goes back to purchasing more merch items for you guys, and doing special things for our anniversaries and stuff. He does high resolution imaging of exoplanets and brown dwarfs, so along the same lines of what some of our other people here do. And you can find him on social media, and that I believe is his Twitter handle. But yeah, so Sam is a lot of the behind the scenes things. So you don't necessarily see him on camera, but he is here and involved every single month and makes this show keep going. Do you want to do Keely's?
Yeah, so Keely Finkelstein, or Silver SFR, which is a really great name, is, so she's involved with AOT. She helps out build our trivia games, organizes our speakers to bother them to give us questions. This is a bigger deal than it sounds. It's a little bit like herding cats, bringing all the astronomers together and saying, make sure you give us questions. She also is involved with helping Rebecca find speakers for shows, and her interests are in galaxy evolution and star formation. She's also really involved in the teaching program at UT Austin and has made some awesome additions and really awesome improvements to the teaching program. And she's always around to help grad students and postdocs become better mentors, better teachers, really learn how to communicate our science to students, which is really awesome and helpful. And she is on social media also, Astro Keely, which is probably her Twitter, I'm gonna guess, but yeah.
Yeah, we really appreciate all of the hard work of our whole team. I mean, there's the show you see, and then there's the show that happens behind the scenes. And I suppose, like, we didn't do our own intros, Michaela. No, I think you gotta do it now. Everyone else did one.
Do it.
Okay, well, so super quickly, because my brain is non-existent at the moment, and I'll tell you why. I'll start off by telling you why.
No.
Yep. This. So
what's going on with the James Webb Space Telescope?
Rebecca?
The James Webb Space Telescope.
I hate you.
What space telescope?
Wait, which one?
Oh, the James Webb Space Telescope.
So here's what's going on. So we are in the middle of the final stretch of a proposal deadline to determine sort of everybody throws all their projects in the hat, trying to get time on James Webb, trying to propose for any type of observations for your science. And there's one of these deadlines, now for the whole next year. So whatever we put in now determines the science that we get to do with this awesome, exciting telescope for the whole year. So it's really exciting, but it's a lot of work because we're basically throwing, there it is, it's eggs. The word is eggs. We're throwing all of our eggs in the basket all at once. And my brain is completely non-existent with words today, even more so than usual because of how intense this proposal season has been. But this show this week, this month, has been really exciting for me too, because you've all like reinvigorated my excitement for astronomy. I've definitely spent the last couple of weeks in the weeds of coding and writing and just problem solving, and this is a really good reminder of why we study astronomy, why we do the show, and thank you. I'm very happy now. I was in a lower mood than I was. I was in a lower mood at the beginning of the show than I am now. Hello, my name is Michaela.
I'm with the whiskey, I swear.
I'm a postdoc at UT Austin. I have been here for like maybe 2 years plus a little bit. and I study galaxies. I'm most interested in galaxy formation and evolution. So I'm interested in studying galaxies really early on in the universe when they're like small baby galaxies and they haven't had a lot of time to grow and form into the big things we see today, like the Milky Way. And I'm interested in how they got from these little tiny beginning galaxies to the big things we have today. I'm interested in how they build their stars, how they build their chemical abundances that Maddie was talking about. And I'm interested in how they affect their environment and are affected by their environment. And so all of that leads to a lot of research with Hubble Space Telescope, a lot of sort of pushing the bounds of what Hubble can do, hence why we're now turning towards the James Webb Space Telescope, Rebecca.
I didn't realize I was muted.
So yeah, so that's me. Hi, everybody.
Hi, Michaela. I immediately regretted letting you go first, mostly because
I'm really glad you did.
because we do the same thing. So yeah, I guess I need to highlight myself. Hi, everyone. If you haven't seen me before, my name is Rebecca Larson. I am also a 5th year PhD student. Apparently, we're a Forio, whatever that is, Drea. Since there are 4 of us in the same year that are on.
No, it's the Fourier transform of a grad student.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, no.
We're now in the frequency domain.
Radio nonsense out of here. Yeah, so I am trying to push a lot of buttons while I'm talking, sorry. Yeah, I am studying the early universe, same as Michaela. So we both kind of approach things from the observational side. So we use telescopes to try to look for some of the earliest galaxies that we can even detect. And we in an effort to kind of understand how those galaxies and even like the universe itself evolved into the one that we live in today. And we do that by constantly trying to push the boundaries of current technology. Trying to look further and further back in time requires us to build bigger and better telescopes, like the one that's launching soon. And nope, not gonna do it. And
like James Webb.
I'm trying to talk. Okay, so yeah, so in order to do that, we want to understand kind of not only just like look for these galaxies, but we want to understand things about them, like how many stars do they form, or did they maybe form stars differently? We don't really know a lot about it because we haven't been able to study it in great detail. And so with the upcoming telescope, what we can do is push the boundary of our understanding further back in time. So earlier into the universe, we can study these galaxies in more detail. We can have, observations of galaxies that are like Hubble quality, but also like way further back in time. And so we're very excited because this is exactly what we needed to like kind of push our field further into like discovery and understanding. And so Michaela and I are slightly drowning at the moment, since the deadline is next Tuesday, to propose for time on this telescope, to propose some exciting science that can be done in the first year of observations. And, trying to argue that what we're trying to do with this telescope is also very exciting and worth the hours that we're asking for it. And so I don't remember what other people talked about because people keep saying the name of that telescope. And so I also want to just say a shout out to our audience for being there every month. Like Logan said, you guys make all of the work to put Astronomy on Tap on. Totally worth it. It is our 6-year anniversary month. We've been doing this show every single month nonstop for 6 years. This is our 74th show, if you call this a show. But I think I've been there I've been there since the beginning. I haven't been there for all of them. So I think there are a few of our audience members who have been to actually more shows than I have because I've been out of town. But we had no idea at the beginning the response that we were going to get for doing this show. And it's meant a lot to us that you are as excited as we are about the things that we study. And it's been a huge part of I think, our job as scientists to share what we're learning with the world, and to make science exciting and accessible. I don't think that there's a point in increasing the knowledge of humanity without sharing it with humanity. So thank you for providing us the opportunity to do that for so long. And for coming to all of our shows live. I know Astronomy on Tap is a global event. It is normally, in normal times, at over 30 cities worldwide every single month, and it's been an incredible honor to be a big part of that. And so I know we always talk about how Austin's is the biggest and the best, but we honestly wouldn't be here if it wasn't for everyone else around the world doing the same thing, and for you guys showing up every month and being excited to learn with us. So on that note, should we do the announcement now? Cool. Okay. So we wanted to make a special announcement, given that it is our 6-year anniversary. We've been doing the same show in the same format 73 times. And since we're virtual, and since this is the internet, and things are slightly different here, and I defer to the younger people's expertise on exactly all of the lingo for that, but we wanted to do something different with our show and our channel. We appreciate all of you coming to our live shows, but we feel that the format of a 2-hour live show on the internet every month is becoming slightly less exciting than we want it to be. And we want the videos to be more accessible to people who are busy, who don't need to schedule a 2-hour time to be live. And so I don't know who wants to make the announcement. Does anybody want to make an announcement? No.
We're becoming YouTubers.
Yay, good. I was hoping you would. Take it away, Jacky. What are we doing?
Oh, that's a great question, Dr. Larson. No,
Yes.
Okay, so we almost Dr. Larson. Okay, so we are going to try our hand at becoming social media influencers. It has become the consensus of the group that a live show is really fun for us to get to talk to you guys, but like we were just saying, not everyone has 2 hours to sit and watch a show. I certainly do not have 2 hours. So with
I
that,
can't even keep my dog from interrupting me for our show, let alone anyone who has children and other life things. Like,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't even like properly plan out 2 hours. Like my brownie timer just went off and they're still in the oven, but I'm here. But that's okay. I'll just have some burnt brownies. But anyways, so we are going to become YouTubers, like I said, and we are hoping that this new format will allow more people to watch us in smaller little spurts. So if you are microwaving your Kraft mac and cheese, or you have a few minutes in between meetings, you can pop on a 5 to 10 minute video, and we're going to teach you all the things that we know about astronomy. So you will see some of us starring in these videos. We will also continue to bring you new speakers, but we would like to do this new non-live format so that we can really bring like a comprehensive astronomy outreach program to the entire world. So this is not going to be the permanent end of our show, but of course we had the very sad closure of the North Door, and we will continue to be virtual basically for the foreseeable future. But we think that the old format is just like, we're going to leave that behind in the absolutely devilish year that was 2020. And with the new horizon dawning before us in 2021, we will become masters of the YouTube algorithm. So don't forget to give us a thumbs up, because it really helps the algorithm become even more creepy and reach many more people with our smiling faces. And give us a comment, and don't forget to subscribe.
There it is. There it is. And you could like get a video of you just being like wherever the button is.
Oh yeah, I need to learn how to do
like
that.
Whatever those are. Those
Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe and check out our other videos here.
Damn, I should be recording this. Yeah, so like Jacky said,
oh,
subscribe.
Yeah, do that. Also do that. And then for anyone who's worried and, and or excited/interested about being able to still ask us questions and interact with us in that kind of capacity, we're going to be having a bunch of ways that you can do that. You can always reach out to us on Twitter or other social medias, but Twitter's most likely to reach us. We're also going to have a form linked both on our website and in various social media posts coming soon that will allow you to ask your burning astronomy questions, and you don't even have to link them or make them relevant to the recent talk that you watched. It can be about anything you want to know about, and we will do our best to answer them either over social media or in an upcoming video, which will be short and exciting. So you'll still be able to interact with us that way. We may in the future have more interactive things like trivia games and other sort of like interactive content, but for the moment we're sort of gonna wait on those and see how it goes. But don't despair. There will be more, and I will sort of speak for the group and say that when it is safe for us to once again have live shows, we will be very, very excited to rejoin you all in person. But for the time being, this is a really exciting way to continue to bring you bite-sized astronomy instead of 3-hour astronomy.
I love that bite-sized astronomy.
Okay,
we could do a little animation with that.
Yeah. I have been neglecting the chat, so I don't know if any of you have any questions or want to say any kind of words right at this moment. What window is any of that in? But yeah, so we are going to be revamping our YouTube channel. So our YouTube has all of our talks from when Logan was here, and then not after that because we failed to do any of the things when she left.
We didn't fail. It's in progress.
We have yet to complete some of the tasks that we agreed to do. So we will be uploading talks. We will be creating new short videos for you. And if you subscribe to the channel, I think you'll get notified. I don't know how YouTube works. Jackie, will they get notified if they subscribe that we posted something?
Oh, that was the other little part of the spiel I forgot. So let's re-rehearse. Okay. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up because it helps the algorithm become even more creepy and reach a larger audience. Don't forget to leave us a comment, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to turn on the little bell so you know exactly when we post new videos.
Oh my God.
Does that work? So to answer you, yes, you can turn on the little bell icon next to our name where it says subscribed because you already hit the subscribe button, and then you will get a notification on the YouTube app.
Dreams coming true for you, Jackie. Dreams coming true. Yeah, so we'll be uploading videos for the rest of this month. And so instead of having a one long show, we will have smaller things for you. So if you do all of those things Jackie just said, you will be notified of them. We will still try to send out an email every month and kind of just like highlight some stuff. But we will be trying this out, especially for our anniversary month, on doing something new and different for the time being while we are all here virtually. So if there's, like Michaela said, ask questions. On our website, I think our website is linked in this video description. I think I did that. And so you can get to it there, or you can just go to www.aotatx.org. That's our website. You should be able to find information about us, links to some other things, past trivia questions if you're interested in finding out the answers to the games that you've played. And we'll try to work hard on kind of increasing our internet presence as a whole during this time. So thank you to everyone for going along on this journey with us into the whole YouTube world. And is anybody watching the chat? Where's the
We are receiving quite a bit of concerned comments wondering about the future of astronomy in the news. And I wonder if our astronomy in the news hosts would like to say a word or two about that.
Would you like to say something, my comrade?
I was news will continue. Yeah, I will see how the format goes moving forward, but kind of one of the good things about this is that we'll be able to kind of bring you news, more breaking news style, you know. Sometimes there's something that, this has happened multiple times, something really exciting happens like the day after our show, and it's like, wow, I have to wait a whole month to rant about Enceladus again? That's not fair. So I would still expect some astronomy in the news videos to be dropping consistently.
Perfect. Ooh, astronomy PSAs. I like it, Dawn. Pint-sized astronomy. That's smart. We could call it that. Jacky, there's a request for your favorite word.
Okay, you know what? I'll do you one better. I'll tell you something that happened in the news. We had our first crewed launch in a while, and by a while I mean a few months. They've been doing test launches, but SpaceX had a manned launch the other day, and we yeeted some astronauts right into space. And that was really exciting. I don't know if y'all watched that live, but I was having a good time watching that. Elon Musk is, of course, a controversial figure, but he did design a pretty yeetable spacesuit. It looks really comfy, and that's really all I had to say about it. Except, yeah, I just really want to wear it. And yeah, so the launch was successful, which was good news for us because I recently watched the 3-hour-long Challenger documentary on Netflix. You should watch it. It's amazing. It made me very nervous to watch another launch, though. But luckily, we've made lots of progress since then. So there's your bite-sized news for the day. Successful launch.
Yay.
I don't even know what the mission's about. Actually, I don't know anything that they're doing. I just watched the launch
But they
live.
made it.
They did make it.
Jack, do you have any comments on their zero G indicator?
No, because this is the first time hearing of it.
It was Baby Yoda.
Are you serious? Oh my God, I can't believe I missed this.
You missed this.
Wow. Oh man. If only I'd done my research prior to right now.
Yeah. Well, I guess we're going to have to do a whole video about it, Jacky.
You're right. It's coming.
It's coming. Subscribe. We are open. So there's some concern about a lack of live things and Zoom interactive. Look, if you have something you want us to do and we have the capability and bandwidth to do so, send it on our little questiony form whenever. That'll go live after this is over. So on our website, there's like an ask us a question button. So if there's something that you want to see a video about, or there's something about astronomy that you like want to know, or if there's a video that you're dying to hear us do, or if there's some kind of special event you want, like just use it as like a general feedback form as well, because we could really use that. We are trying to come up with ideas for things to do, but this is all for you, the audience. So if you have things you want us to do, then that would be really helpful to share with us. So my chat is very laggy, so I'm a little bit behind.
I think it's also there does also seem to be concern about not having any type of live show. And we may, like, we probably still will have some type of live endeavor once a month. We think we envision those being a bit shorter than they are now. So they will maintain this bite-sized. I saw sip-sized. I liked that.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Situation, and so that you can tune in, say hi to each other on the chat, interact with us and ask questions. But it'll be for like a shorter period of time. And then for the rest of the month, you'll get to enjoy like videos about being yeeted into space and Enceladus and like various other things in these little like manageable chunks in between your burnt brownies. So
Oh, Jacky, go get your brownies.
Yes, they're burning to a crisp. I'll be back.
Perfect.
yeah, so we're not saying goodbye entirely to the live experience. I think what we're currently saying goodbye to for the moment is like the 3-hour live experience.
The 3 talks, the news, the very long live show. I do agree that the live and the interactive part of things is really important. And so we'll try hard to come up with creative live things to do with you all. Maybe we'll just do a live trivia game. I don't know. We can figure it out. So if there's something that you want to do that's interactive, we miss talking to all of you. We miss seeing all of you every month. And so we don't want to lose what makes Astronomy on Tap special for a lot of us. And so you know, we will do our best to keep that kind of spirit of Astronomy on Tap live, but we also want to make it accessible for more people because we are working very hard, and I don't know how best to serve our audience. So we're going to try something different, and if it doesn't work, let us know. Are there any other questions before we go?
There was another yeet request. I'm happy to oblige the yeet. Yeet, the definition of yeet is to throw with great force, but it is with great physical force and great passion. So if you were to, for instance, throw a soda can from across the room and it makes it perfectly into the trash can, you've yeeted it because it is so exciting for you to make that shot. But in an astronomy context, yeet is just ripe for the picking all the time. To launch something is to yeet it. For a binary star to orbit another is to yeet around each other. So I yeet, you yeet, we yeet. I have yoted.
Yoted? Wait, pause. Excuse me?
I have yote.
No, I don't like any of that. That doesn't sound right.
Yeah, what?
To have been yeeted is the passive, but yote is the active. We don't need to talk.
We all have been yote. Nope, we all have been yeeted.
Yeah.
So we'll have to do
we'll do a video
linguistic
on
analysis of that one, but hopefully that will suffice for now.
Jacky, where does yeet come from?
Where does yeet come from? It is actually a dance move. I will not do it for you. I can't really do it, is the thing, because I can't dance. But it's sort of like, so imagine the throwing motion, but you're going to do it with your whole body. So you're just going to kind of yeet yourself to the ground. So imagine that with more force, but I have a really crinkly shirt on. So it is a dance move. You can look up the yeet dance, and that should tell you all you need to know.
The yeet dance. All right. Well, I think that's all we wanted to say for right now. We do have some videos like already scheduled to go to get posted to our channel. So again, make sure you do all of those things. Jacky, let me highlight you. You want to do that one more time for me?
Oh, my little spiel. Okay. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up because it really helps the algorithm become even creepier and reach a larger audience. Leave us a comment so we know what you'd like to see more of in the future. Hit that subscribe button and don't forget to hit the little bell so you know exactly when we release new videos.
Okay, gorgeous. All right, I'm gonna record that later and save that. Thank you. Yeah, so again, we do have some stuff scheduled to already get posted to our channel, so make sure you have notifications turned on or whatever, so that you are notified when that happens, and we will continue to do that throughout the rest of this month. and let us know how that's working for you. And if there's anything else, we will, again, like we said, take feedback on our website. We love and appreciate all of you, and hope that everything is going well in these trying times. And I'm glad we were able to highlight a lot more of our team than just the ones that you normally see here every single month, because it is definitely a team effort and we wouldn't be here without everyone involved. And you guys, the audience. So thank you for tuning in to our announcement. Appreciate all of you who show up here every month, and appreciate all of you guys on this little screen for helping make this happen. It's been an incredible 6 years, and I feel really honored to have been involved in all of that and work with all of you. So thank you for making this happen. You're the magic.
Here's to a great 7th year.
That I will drink to.
It will not at all be cursed. I feel also that I owe you all a thank you. That was one thing when all of you were talking, I was like, I forgot to thank my favorite people, which are the people I get to hang out with every 3rd Tuesday of the month, which is all of my friends who put on this show, but also the audience. I do agree, it will be very sad to yeet to an empty screen, but that's why we're going to keep on interacting with you, because we love you guys.
Awesome. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Let us know how you're doing in the comments. Is that how YouTube works? I don't know what I'm supposed to be saying right now.
Yes. Comments.
Like, subscribe, bell, comment. Got it. Awesome. Thank you, everyone. I hope you have a great evening, and we will not be leaving. We will see you again shortly. Bye, everyone.
Everybody.